Many trains in York this weekend will be coming to a halt. The strike will start on Saturday, continuing through to Monday after a disagreement between Transport Union RMT and a train operator, Northern. Northern have committed to switching some routes to driver-only operation, which would allow trains to be operated with only one member of staff on board. Northern plan to introduce driver-only trains in 2020. RMT are now demanding that these trains still have a guard on board, saying that the business is trying to bulldoze through its plans with disregard for safety. In a statement, RMT General Secretary Mike Cash said, "Far from providing more visible staff, Northern are proposing to de-staff trains completely on a multitude of routes, while at the same time ending the guarantee of on-train assistance on numerous other services." In response to the strike, Richard Allen, Northern's Deputy Managing Director, said, "We are deeply disappointed and hugely frustrated that RMT is choosing to cause more pain for our colleagues and customers rather than get round the table to talk first. Only this week we wrote to RMT again, urging them to engage in meaningful modernisation talks with us." The debate has also been attracting the attention of MPs, including York Central MP Rachel Maskell, who was appointed on Monday as the Shadow Rail Minister.
What we've seen being introduced are these driver-only operated trains, which is taking off a second person who has responsibility for passenger safety. And it only takes for a driver to be ill, for an incident to occur when passengers are put at risk. The unions are standing up for passengers and saying that their safety should come first, as opposed to trying to downgrade the guards into having just somebody on board who hasn't got the right training in place. When trains are departing from stations or arriving at stations, it's also really important that passengers are kept safe.
Around York Station, commuters had this to say.
Well, I don't use the trains very often myself, but when I do, yeah, I know it's a good service, it seems, but I don't know if striking is the answer to anything. Negotiation and being reasonable. People have been reasonable about things. Bad management from the top has a lot to blame, I think.
So last time there was a strike, they had nothing to indicate there was a strike, and I almost missed my train, and I was waiting outside for 20 minutes, and they just need to make it more clear that the strikes, no one says anything about it. Yeah. And it makes it so inconvenient, and I had to get a bus, and I was missed my first bus, and it took about 3 hours to get on, and it meant to take 40 minutes.
Well, it's a bit controversial, but I'm a bit different. I'm actually kind of for the workers and for the people, so actually I do think strikes are quite good. I mean, yeah, it is a bit of a nuisance to the public, but actually it does get what it gets your point across, it gets what you need across. So yeah, I'm kind of for them actually. And I do think workers are a bit hard done by sometimes, especially on trains. So yeah, definitely I'm kind of a bit pro strikes.
If there's any trouble on the trains, you need to have guards on there, you need guards to check the tickets, you need guards. As anyone who's ever been on a train between York and anywhere else, on race day in the evening will tell you, you really do need guards on there.
Despite the strike, Northern are expecting to run more than 40% of their services, supplemented by replacement buses. Aaron Renfrey, That's TV.